Hey there friends, Nibs again, out here in the garage today, doing a little bit of goofing around. We are under the snowpocalypse of end of January 2026. Here's a little snippet from out my back door. I don't think it really does it much justice, but it is coming down probably a couple inches an hour right now. Really not that big a deal for up here, but everything's closed down. Everybody's having a panic attack, but the walnut and steel garage is still open for business. So we're gonna get out and do a little bit of plinking, have a little bit of fun. I have one of the channel favorites. I think every time I do a video on this guy, really gets a lot of attention, and for good reason. This is a very old, could possibly be the oldest gun in my collection. I have no way to put a specific date on this one. What we have here is an old gem rifle, and the best I can find, it doesn't have any markings on it of who made it and where it was made. But the best I can tell, this is an Eisenwerke number 13 gem. Gem was like a standard pattern of rifle that a bunch of different companies made, including Quackenbush here in Herkimer, New York. But this one, really all the pictures I could find that look very similar to this one were made by Eisenwerke, and this particular pattern was made by Eisenwerke between 1873 and 1900. And it is got some serious patina on it, but I really like it the way it is. I'm going to keep it this way. Shoots nice. We're going to shoot it here in a little bit, but it's actually in very good shape for a gun that's probably at least 126 years old. But it has this little placard on here, and I'll put a close-up of it right here so you guys can see that. It actually, and I'll read what it says here. It says, presented to Mr. A. Forsyth by the members and officials of the Castleton CC, which stands for Cricket Club, in 1903. It's dated 1903, so this gun is no newer than 1903. So really, that I like that bit of historical fact checking right there. So it was probably closer to that 1900. So if it was closer to 1900, then that would mean that my Quackenbush number 4 is a little bit older than this one. The Quackenbush I can date by its serial number to 1883, according to the production records that are in the Quackenbush rifle book that they have. But this one could be as early as 1873. So, but it's really cool. Shoots 177. I'm shooting pellets out of it. Shoots them just fine. It is a smooth bore. You'll be very surprised on how accurate this thing is, being a smooth bore. But so just, it's one of the earliest break barrels, and they really shoot good. So you cock it, and the actual trigger guard is what is compressing the spring down into the handle, and you cock it. Again, you want to make sure you hold the barrel just like any other break barrel, because you don't want that thing springing up while you're putting your finger in there in the way of the, because that thing would come up and smash your finger for sure. It does have some like serial numbers or part numbers or whatever stamped on several pieces, but I haven't been able to put any kind of information. I haven't been able to pull any information up that shows anything. All the numbers are different. It doesn't seem like any kind of date codes or anything like that. Just, I think they're just part numbers. But let's go ahead and see what we can do with it. When I got it, it did not have this front sight post. It was just the little dovetail wedge there with a threaded hole. I found a bolt with the actual right size threads, and put it in there and ground it so it was come to a point. So made my own little front sight for it, but really shooting pretty good. Let's Let's see if we can hit a splatter burst. Just at the bottom edge of it. So I tried these out with some 7-grain pellets, and they were shooting a little bit high. So I went up to some, these ones are 8.2s. These are the RWS R10 Match 8.2s. And it really seems to be doing a good job with these. So, but just a absolutely fantastic piece of airgun history. There we go. That's what I was seeing earlier. Shooting our typical 7 yards here in the garage. Not too bad. Do a couple more into the bullseye. It'll be pretty much gone, I think, by then. And then we've got some Plinking targets to shoot at. There we go. I was actually aiming a little bit to the right so I could hit some more of that target that was actually there. But boy, for a smoothbore, this thing is really, really accurate. All right, let's go to our, I've got my silhouettes. I've got the little dangler target that we've been using lately. I've got some Army Men. Thanks, Tom Palmer, for getting me addicted to those. And I have some paintballs. Thank you, Hank over at Indiana Air Guns, for getting me addicted to those a long time ago. But let's see if we can knock down our ram. There we go. No problem. Plenty of power. I did Crony this years ago when I first got it, and it was getting close to 500 feet per second, about 4, depending on the pellet. Probably these heavier ones would be more in the 450. I was going to say right around the 450 to 500, depending on the pellet. All right, let's hit that silver. Oh, I missed it. The silver flapper there. Let's try that again. The pellets fit nice and snug in there. It's definitely made for shooting that kind of ammunition. There it is. All right. So now let's go and see if we can. Them Army Men are little, very little. I need to find some regular sized ones, but let's hit the red one first. Oh, yeah. I flinched that one. That was not the gun. Very, very rudimentary sights on this though, but it gets the job done. Oh, I see it. Just about blew his head off with that one, but just missed him. Okay. There we go. That thing's just absolutely blow into a million pieces. All right, can we hit a paintball? Hopefully it doesn't take us 3 shots to hit a paintball. Maybe it will. All right. Again with the paintball. I can't tell where I'm missing. Got a little, I did put a couple drops of oil down the port here to lube up the compression seal. It has been a while since I've shot this, so I wanted to give it a little lube. I do have a little bit of smoke coming out now. All right, let's am I going, does it look like I'm going high and right there? Maybe I'm getting some detonation and getting a little bit more speed. Let's hit the turkey. No problem with the turkey. Let me try for a different paintball. I'm gonna hit the green one right in the middle. Oh, I hit the, knocked down the army man. Yeah, it looks like I'm shooting a little, I can see where the hole is in that little foam behind it, I think. All right, let me try again. I don't know. One of the army men got away without getting obliterated. All right, one more shot at that green one. There it is. Definitely smell the diesel smoke. All right, we got the little tan army man. Once again with a little tan army man. I'm shooting to the left. Was I shooting to the left before? I don't know. I'm just aiming right at him. All right, here we go. This is the one. There we go. Looks like a little piece of them still dangling there. Such a cool gun. This is one of the ones that one of the local gun shops, somebody brought it in, didn't know if it was a firearm, didn't know if it was an air gun. And I ended up getting it for a reasonable price because I had no idea what it was either. I mean, I knew it was an air gun, but let's hit the pig. There we go. It's one of my one of my top 10s, probably all around in the garage here. Maybe, I don't know. All right, let's see if we can hit that other paintball we were shooting at earlier. Oh, oh boy. The the trigger pulled back, but wouldn't go off, so shot it into the floor. All right, let's do that again. There we go. Nice. All right, so now those little silver danglers there, I want to hit one of the smaller ones. Let's try to. Boy, they're tough. Nope. The front sight post is wider than that than that spinner is, so it's tough to line up on them. Let's try it one more time. Got it. There we go. All right, let's see. Got two more things: chicken and one more paintball. Still snowing pretty heavy. All right, chicken. Oh, I went right over top of them. All right, one more time on the chicken. There we go. All right. I think we're shooting just a little bit high with it. Seems like, all right, let's see if we can get that last green paintball. It's all splattered with paint from the other ones. There we go. One shot. I like it. But anyway, there you go. That is the gem, I believe, in Eisenwerke number 13. Really, really cool. Got that placard like we saw earlier. Such a cool piece of history in addition to my collection. This is one that I'll be very, very hard pressed to get rid of. So I really like these gems. I've only seen a few other people do videos on them, so they're really pretty cool. Anyway, if you guys know of any other antique air guns in my collection you want to see me do a video on, I'm kind of doing a little series pulling out old pellet guns, pellet rifles, pellet pistols, and just having some fun out here in the garage. The weather is not conducive to going to the range. Right now, like I said, we're in the snowpocalypse of the end of January of 2026, but it's been in the negative Fahrenheit degrees for a couple days now, and I'm not going to the range with that. So hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.